Mr. Leonard Omoe, the CEO and founder of Face of Liberty International. So I want to take the opportunity to welcome all of you on the meeting. I want to take the opportunity to welcome all of you on the meeting. It's going to be a very tough, it's going to be a very inspiring next couple of weeks, but we're going to learn quite a number. So as not to waste our time, I've targeted for this to last just for about an hour or thereabout, so we don't waste our time. We are done with this in and out. So the program for this meeting, for the orientation program, is going to be, I don't know if Mr. Leon can display that on the screen, but if not, it's fine. I'm going to read it out. 1 minute, please. All right. So, firstly, I want all of us to introduce ourselves. Like I already introduced myself. My name is Ahmed. I have Mr. Leon on the meeting, and I also have Meshra on the meeting. Meshra, please reach out so that everyone can see you. And please turn on your camera as well. See a beautiful face there. Meshra, raise your hand so everyone can see you, please. We can't hear you, Meshra. Just signify by raising your hand. Everybody will see you. Feel like the big woman that you are. Raise your hand. Greet everybody. Oh, that's not that's not Meshra. Nelson, hold on a minute. Meshra, raise your hand and wave to everybody. Okay. Anyways, we're going to, her name is Esther Fukola, so you're going to see her quite, she's going to also have the opportunity to speak after, like down the line. So, and I think we have Victoria as well on the call. She's a member of the Face of Liberty team as well. She's on the call already. I think she has told me she's on the call, but I'm not so sure she's on the call. But you get the opportunity to speak to each and every one of us and hear us introduce ourselves. But I would love to hear you guys introduce yourself. And I'm going to start with Mr. Leonard firstly, as the CEO and founder of Place of Liberty. Please, Mr. Leonard, go ahead and introduce yourself before we go on to ask every other person to introduce themselves. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Leonard. I live in Lagos. That's basically where I live. And I'm a Leon of many trades, master of all that I know. And I have my organs on the call with me. I am the chief servant at Face of Liberty International. Ahmed, Esther, Victoria, Grace, they always send me around. So I always look for money. So when I look for money, is that not person the servant? So, but they only added chief to my name to make it look glamorous. So yeah, that's basically everything. Anyways, we'll get to know more better about ourselves. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Leon. Esther, please can you go on to introduce yourself? Victoria already signified that she will be unable to speak and turn on her camera. So, Victoria, please just introduce yourself so everybody can get to meet you. If you have not turned on your camera and you're on this meeting, you are wrong. Everybody must turn on their camera. So please go on to turn on your camera. Don't unmute. It's okay. Don't unmute. Just turn on your camera. Let's see all of your beautiful faces. Esther, please go ahead and introduce yourself. So thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today at the orientation program. I am Esther Popola, and I will be serving as your community manager for communications officer for Face of Liberty International. Enjoy the program.
All right, thank you very much, Esther, for that warm introduction. Victoria, please help us use the chat box. Just type in your name and let everybody see you. You know we're going to see your face.
Fun fact about Meshra. Meshra was part of the second cohort. Yeah.
Second cohort. Yeah. So Victoria, please use the chat box. Let everybody get to meet you. So now that the Face of Liberty team are done introducing themselves, I think it's Miss Grace on the call, please. I don't think she's on the call. So maybe sometime down the line, you'll also get to meet her as well. But now that the Face of Liberty team are done introducing themselves, I want each and every one of us, the participants, to go on to introduce ourselves. Just tell us your name, the country you're from, because I know we have a lot of countries from Africa on this call. So I want us to tell us the country we're from, what you do currently, and what you hope to achieve at the end of the program. So I think I have Nelson. I think Nelson was the one raising his hand the other time. Well, Nelson, it's your time to speak now. So please go ahead and unmute yourself, your speaker, and introduce yourself, Nelson. Hey, is Nelson stuck? Is his network or something? Because then it was written.
It's frozen.
It's frozen. All right, so yeah, he has left. So, Agai, I think you're the next. Agai, please go on to introduce yourself. Hey, you can. Okay, great. I think you can hear me.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell us your full name, where you're from, what you currently do, and what you hope to achieve at the end of the program.
My name is Ozuma Hagai.
Your name is what?
My name is Ozuma Hagai.
Okay.
I'm from Born State and I live in Lagos.
Oh, you're talking too fast for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear you. If I can't hear you, I'm sure every other person cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Slowly.
My name is Ozuma Hagai. I'm from Born State. I live in Lagos. Just a fresh NYC graduate and all that. And currently managing my uncle's business into motor spare parts. Currently managing it for him. So because of the meeting, I have to take today off. So
all right, no problem. So it's a 1 hour meeting, so you can get back on when you're done with the meeting. So thank you very much. It's really nice to meet you, Agai. We can call you Agai, right? That's your first name.
Yeah, that's my
great. It's really nice to meet you, Agai. Please, everybody, please be taking note of the guys that you're getting to meet, because at the end of the introduction session, I'm going to ask 1 or 2 persons to tell us 1 or 2 things about the people that they've met on this call. Also, just to spice it up a little bit, I want us to tell when you're done introducing yourself, I want you to tell me 1 fun fact about yourself, so I can use that to ask each and every one of the questions. So, Agai, tell us 1 fun fact about yourself.
What interesting thing about me is my accommodative nature, my true spirit.
Hey, Agai has frozen. Can Agai else?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
So the most interesting thing about me is that I am very accommodating and very sweet person. I have a very true spirit.
All right, that's
very
Agai is very accommodating and very caring, so to speak. So, all right, that's very good. Nice to meet you, Agai. Please take note of that, everyone. And if your camera is turned off, you're wrong. Oluyomi and Yola, your camera is turned off, you're wrong. Okuna Adekendi, your camera is turned off, you're wrong. Emmanuel, your camera is turned off. Ayodele, your camera is turned off. Doris, your camera is turned off. Peace, your camera is turned off. You guys are wrong. Turn on your camera now. So going on, moving forward, Masudi Aji, please can you go on to introduce yourself to us, please? I think I can see that you're on the road, but you still go ahead and introduce yourself. Mute yourself.
I think his network just threw him out of the call. Let's move to another person.
Unfortunately, it's my network, but Masudi Aji, you are our next person. Please go on to introduce yourself. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Kanso Masood Haj. Okay. I'm glad to join this program because I'm a person who likes business mostly and getting more skills concerning the business. For example, like manufacturing, laundry bar soaps, such kind of skills that normally motivate people about how they can survive. I'm so glad to be in this meeting. Thank you so much.
All right, Moshood, where are you from? Tell us where you're from. Okay, and tell us what you currently do.
Yes, I'm from, my name is Kanso Masood Haj. I'm from Uganda, that is East Africa. I'm glad to be in this meeting. It basically motivates people because I've been actually following up your program, the cohort 1, the orientation. I've been actually following you up on the YouTube, which is so good. And more of that, I'm a person of business who likes business, the kind of manufacturing, and getting more business, that's business skills. For example, like in manufacturing, how to manufacture a laundry bar soap, kind of skills. They are more helpful, and actually to that, I'm so glad to be with you people. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Ajay. Esther, will you take over? I think Ahmed Network threw him out again.
Pardon?
Sorry. All right, thank you, Aj, for joining in. Thank you for introducing yourself. It's beautiful to have you on board. So we have Peace Preta Namasaba. You are up. Please introduce yourself and let's get to meet you. Tell us one fun thing about you. Tell us what you do and where you're from. Over to you. Peace, are you there?
Hello, I'm here, but I have some network challenges, so I won't be able to share my video. But yes, my name is Pretapis Namasaba. I'm a lawyer and currently pursuing my bar course at the Law Development Center.
One fun thing about you.
Free trade and open markets. Thank you.
That was fast. Thank you, Peace. Yes, Akombi Ahmed, please introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us what you do, where you're from, and one fun thing about you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear? Yeah, good evening. Good morning. So my name is Akombi Ahmed. I'm a business consultant and also a social media strategist. I'm the founder of Olam Academy and Consults, which is based in Lagos. I also reside in Lagos too as well. So I think with respect to the fun facts about me, the ability to kind of see things on a 3D without drafting it out. I can just preview and say I can predict it without it before it even comes into reality. I can say, okay, this thing's coming to reality. Something like that. Like in business, I can say, okay, I think this should be the next plan. It should be the next thing to be working on. So that's the fact about me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ahmed or Akombi. Which one is your first name? Okay. Thank you for introducing yourself. Wow. So fun fact about Ahmed is that he can see things on a 3D. I hope so. It's good. Thank you for joining in. Okay, Mr. Ahmed. I think Ahmed is back. Please.
I'm with you.
No, not you. Mr. Ahmed.
All right, Misha, you're already doing a wonderful job. I don't know why I have to take this from you. But
Please.
Mr. Ahmed, Ahmed Akombi, the only place where I've seen that someone can see 3D is in The Good Doctor. But I look forward to experiencing your 3D vision, visualization rather.
It depends on how we kind of think actually. For me, I feel like it's just one of the things that I kind of do. Like before, I don't need to draw a plan. Like as it is happening, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to experiencing it. as we get, we're going to have discussions, and your insights will be your contributions and insights are going to be very welcomed, and we see things from your own perspective as well. So we look forward to getting to know you that better. Thank you very much, Mr. Hamid. I have Sadia on my left. I'm not sure if she has introduced herself yet. Sadia,
No.
if you have not want to introduce yourself, thank you very much.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Sadia Isa. Currently, I reside in Minna, Niger State, Nigeria, and I am a core member serving with just a few months left for me to finish. So, something fun about me. I won't really say fun to be, well, something about me is I'm not really a fan of chocolate. Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, good. So one fun fact about Sadia
No,
is that
you are not what?
she's not a fan of
I
chocolate.
don't like chocolate, not at all.
Which planet are you from?
I just don't like it.
All right.
Anyway,
One
it's
fun
nice
fact
to meet you all.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Sadia. One fun fact about Sadia is she doesn't like chocolate. I hope you guys are taking notes because I'm going to ask questions, and they're just like the prizes. Sadia, for those that don't know, Niger State is in Nigeria. So Sadia is from Nigeria and lives in Minna, Niger State. We have a lot of people from across Africa. We have people from Kenya, people from Zimbabwe, people from Malawi, Uganda is here, and quite a number of African countries are well represented here. So please, let's introduce, when we tell people, when we say where we are from, let's start with the country. Let's either start with the country before being specific to the state or a locality where we currently reside in. Thank you very much, Sadia, for that beautiful introduction. Nelson Marco, back to you. You're supposed to be the first that introduced yourself, but you freeze all of a sudden. Well, welcome back. All right, Nelson, introduce yourself and tell us the basic if you understand that.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Nelson.
My name is Nelson Marco. I am from South Sudan, currently in Yambio, the small village. What I like or what I always do is I always try to find or to figure out a business opportunity from the different ways of living, from the social part to economical part. I always just try to find the business opportunities. So that means my interest is more on entrepreneurship and innovations about the current situations that we are living in. As people might know from outside, our country is not all that stable, but that does not hinder us from being innovative and creative about the business opportunities that we can always explore in our regions. I think that is what I do. And apart from that, I am also a supply chain assistant in one of the organizations around, that is national organizations. But besides that, I also do my businesses, as that is my passion, and I always strive for to find a way on how I can explore the new opportunities that I get from the different ways we live. That is it all about me. But the funny thing is, once I get to meet new people.
Am I the one that is frozen like this? Nothing that is frozen.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, once I get to know new people, I always disturb them because I want to get the knowledge that they can give me so that I build myself. Thank you.
I think Ahmed is frozen again. Esther, take over.
All right. Nelson Marco, you have a very interesting fun fact. You said you like to disturb people because you want.
Esther, you are muted though.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so Nelson Marco, you have quite an interesting fun fact. You like to disturb people when you want to learn something. Well, It's interesting, but it's good to that you want to learn something from this person. Yes, welcome on board. Doris Olela, it's up to you to introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, what do you do, where do you stay, one fun fact about you. Doris.
Doris, we know you are speaking, but we can't hear you. Something must be wrong with the microphone. We cannot hear you. Maybe you should go out and come back in. Yeah, it has started. Esther.
Okay, so I think that Doris is still having issues with communicating because we cannot hear. Okwade Kehinde. Yes, Okwade Kehinde, please do also introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us, I've mentioned it earlier. Your name, what do you do, where do you stay, where are you from? One fun fact about you. Okwade Kehinde.
Okay, good afternoon. Sorry, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So can you hear me?
Well.
Hello?
Hello, Kehinde.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, good morning. My name is Kehinde Okwade, and I am a student in the University of Ibadan. So I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a researcher also. And I'm passionate about learning about economic policies, and most times I want to know why the world is currently the way it is, and sorry, other things we can do to remedy situations in the world to make life better, to make the conditions of living better for people. So that's more reason why I applied for this internship. So I don't know if I answered the way I'm supposed to answer.
Okay, yes. So tell us one fun fact about you.
One fact about me. Oh, okay. Yeah, most times I eat in the midnight when I'm working. Right. I love eating in the midnight because I sleep late most of the time. So, so I think I love eating in the midnight.
Okay. Welcome on board, Kehinde Okwade. It's nice to have you. Oh, Kehinde has another. I think everyone here has unique fun facts. Like Sadia said, she doesn't like chocolates. Kehinde eats in the midnight. So welcome. That's an interesting one. Yes. So the next person to, yes, my guy is back. Ahmed, please take over.
I thought I'm supposed to be deleting what you mentioned. Why is it? It's all right. So I think Okunade is the one that has introduced himself after who was that? That was Nelson Marco, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So thank you very much, Okunade. Thank you very much, Mark. Cool. I couldn't hear your introduction to you, fortunately, but thank you very much for that introduction. Then all right. So going on, Agai has introduced. We have Saka Abib Okoyemi. Please, Saka, please go ahead and introduce yourself. Oh, Jesus. Abib, are you on the call? Can everybody hear me, or I'm the one that is frozen now?
Yes. No, I can hear you.
All right, great. So if Saka is not on the call to attend to us at this time, we're going to move on to the next question. Okay, yeah, come on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you,
me?
Saka. Yes, we can hear
Good
you.
morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Saka Abib Okoyemi in Nigeria, and I'm currently living in Lagos. So
All right.
I currently live in Lagos.
All right,
So
great.
I'm a digital marketer, and I have more interest in leadership, yeah, and innovation.
All right, great.
So,
So,
so
okay, go ahead.
I'm excited, or I'm free of this opportunity because to give me edge to gain more knowledge about growing my fellow youth in the perspective field.
All right, very nice to meet you, Saka. Abib. We look forward to embarking on this learning journey with you. Very nice to meet you. So let's keep it short. I actually targeted this meeting. Unfortunately, I actually targeted this meeting to last for just about an hour. But if I've taken 30 minutes to do the introduction thing, we are probably not going to have enough time to do the speaking, the proper orientation proper. So let's just introduce ourselves very briefly. Just tell us your name and where you're from, and that's about it. Then we move on so we can quickly wrap up with the introduction, and we can get to connect and network with one another on the platform and actually progress in the program. So Oluyomi and Eniola, please go on to introduce yourself. Thank you very much. All right. Oluyomi is not responsive as of now. Peace Prata, are you on the call, please? Please go on to introduce yourself.
She has introduced herself.
Oh, Peace has introduced herself. Sorry, I apologize, guys. Then I think I have Emmanuel Mwendwa Kilu. I apologize if I murdered your name, but please go on to introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay. My name is Emmanuel Mwendwa Kilu. I'm from Kenya and I stay in Machakos County. It's the next county after the capital, Nairobi. And I'm also an African Liberty Writing Fellow. And I'm excited to be part of this program.
Very nice to meet you, Emmanuel. I'm glad to know that you have experience in the libertarian world. And I hope I get to have very interesting conversations and we hear from your very interesting opinions as well. Thank you very much. Doris Olela. Doris, can you go on to introduce yourself? Mr. Leon, I think you're muted if you're speaking.
Doris had issues connecting our audio before. I don't know whether she's speaking now, and
yeah,
because
she's unmuted. Yeah, she's unmuted.
Yeah. So Doris, I'm going to remove you from the call, and I expect you to just join back. It's better that way.
All right, then I think we have Igota Sobi. Sorry if I murdered that name. Please introduce yourself.
That's Gotatso. That's Gotatso.
Gotatso. The K is silent. Okay, I get it now. Gotatso B. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. I think you're the last person.
Resistance.
All right, so let's continue. I think any other person that joins us now can introduce themselves in the chat. If you have not introduced yourself, you're wrong. Please do introduce yourself in the chat. We have one special guest for today. He's not going to introduce himself yet. Down the line, you're going to hear from him. So let's keep it short and sweet like that. Okay, going forward, moving on from that, now that the introduction is done with, I want Mr. Leon to give us the introduction address, to give us the introductory address, and we can move on to other parts of the program for today. Yeah, the welcome address. Mr. Leon, please, the mic is yours. And Mr. Leon,
thank
please,
you.
Wait, Mr. Leon, you're not talking too much, just small. Thank you.
Actually, for the first time in my life, I actually wrote a welcome address because, but I'll try and see if I can rush through it. And good morning once again. I'm going to mute everybody so that we won't have. Okay, great. Good morning, everybody. I consider everyone here a change agent, a change maker, and to be candid, it's an honest, joyful moment for me to welcome you all. Well, virtually, but it's not less powerful to this Free Market Fellowship family. Now, before we all get serious with doing things and all, I would love to mention something. For those that are following me on LinkedIn or have seen my post on LinkedIn, must have seen this on my LinkedIn account recently. The very first time I ever tried public fundraising, my eldest brother, the eldest in our family, in front of everybody at home, looked into my eyes and said, "When did you become a beggar on social media?" I just stood there, my phone in my hand. I just feel like a GoFundMe account that was rejected. But today, we are not begging. Oh, no, we are still fundraising, but we are not begging. We are building. And if you are on the call today, it means you are ready to build too, or you are currently building and you need a bit of push to get it up there. That means you're ready to dream or dream more, to lead or lead more. And maybe even fundraise without your family disowning you or your brother telling you, when did you turn to beggar on social media? So today, let's get to why we are here. I can categorically tell you, as you would hear from the very special guest that Ahmed was talking about, that this course is not your average leadership course, not the ones that you've attended, or one of those certificates for the world thingy. Oh, I have the certificates of participation. No. What we are trying to build here is a movement. Fun fact is, the very first cohort of this fellowship was inaugurated on May 24, 2024. So exactly 1 year ago, we started this project. And in the last 1 year, we've trained 58 individuals. Yes, 58 people from different walks of life, all driven by 3 things: liberty, enterprise, and impact. They've gone on to submit over 20 powerful capstone projects. And these ideas on the capstone projects, they are not the idea that just sound good in theory, but can actually change lives on the ground. 8 of these alumni are out there doing absolutely amazing things. That is from launching startup, to influencing policy, to building things we never even taught them at all, or upgrading what they are currently doing, which makes it a bit more better. And this is another beautiful thing about this fellowship. We currently got participants from 19 countries in and out of Africa. I think the only fellowship in the libertarian world that can be proud of that is the one that Emmanuel was connected to, and that's African Liberty. 19 in just the space of 365 days. That's deep. And you on this call are part of something much bigger than this Zoom room, because we are trying to build a movement here. Excuse me. So if your camera is off and you are wearing your pajamas right now, just know one thing: greatness is watching you. So let me give a brief of what the fellowship is all about. It's about 3 things: idea, impact, and implementation. What is the idea you have? How can we turn that idea to impact? And Now that we've known how do we implement the idea to make things work? In the course of the week of the project, you learn the foundation of the free market. You learn about liberty, entrepreneurship, policy, and also the development. But more than learning, you are going to be doing. You will be expected to design a capstone project that reflects your passion, your context, and even your community. And no, here it is not about who sounds most intellectual. It is not about who knows how to speak the biggest English. This is real world work. To our side, we will try as much as possible to mentor you, challenge you, and give you the tool and room to fail fast. I'll tell that again. We'll give you opportunity to fail fast, but build smarter. You fail fast, you build smarter. And trust me, it is the job of Ahmed and Esther to make sure that they push you to the limit. You might not even see my face that much. You might not hear from me that much. But the two of them, Jesus, like I said, they are my boss. In fact, if you don't feel slightly confused at some point of this training, then you are probably not doing something right. Because the truth of the matter is, we've all gone through it. We've all been confused at some point, and we've learned it well. You see, Face of Liberty started very small, just a dream, just one fourth, fifth generation, a bit second generation laptop and a Wi-Fi, and plenty of jollof fuel strategy. See that jollof story? It's another story for another day. You might hear some people call me the jollof guy. That story, we're going to talk about it someday. But today, we are shaping the next generation of liberty-minded leaders across Africa. And you are now part of that legacy. We don't wait for some big man in government to do things for us. It's about us, which includes you now, stepping into our own influence. This is what I believe. And this is what I teach, or how I make people understand. If a door is close to you, don't tear the door down. Try as much as possible to build your own door. If they push you against the wall, don't worry. Don't fight back. Break the wall and pass. That is the kind of people we need. That is the kind of people Africa needs. And Africa does not need you yesterday. Africa needs you now. So believe something. You are here because you have a potential, not because of your perfection, not because you have the greatest application. We received a bunch of applications and only few were selected. We've seen what's possible in this just 1 year. As you were going to hear from this guest that we have on the call, now imagine what we can build with smart people that I'm seeing on this call in the next 2-3 months. So, Oleni, ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, you don't know. And here, nothing is wrong, everything is right. And at the same time, nothing is right, everything is wrong. Ask questions what you don't know. We have to challenge the status quo. That is how development happens. So if you are saying something like, no, I disagree, raise your hand and ask questions. Something is not clear to you during the classes, raise your hand and ask questions. It's better that way. Make friends, it's important. And if you mess up, leadership is all about owning responsibility. Own it up with grace and good humor. Because liberty isn't just a policy idea. It's a way of living boldly. So We are not just trying to teach you liberty, we are trying to embody you. And we can only pray that after everything we've done, getting you the community needed, getting you the ideas needed, we can only pray that you will have the courage needed to go out there and do the work that needs to be done. Because Africa needs us, and it's time for us to make Africa proud. Welcome to the fellowship. I hand you over back to Hamid.
Thank you very much for that beautiful address. I don't think I've ever given that beautiful of an address, as beautiful an address as this in any of our previous calls. So, if possible, wherever you are, please just join me hands together for Mr. Leon. You don't have to meet your speaker, just clap for him. Exactly, I'm clapping for him as well. That's like a very beautiful one and very inspiring. Thank you very much, Mr. Leon. I can see, is that beer I see, Mr. Leon?
It's Face of Liberty drink.
Oh, okay. Face of Liberty drink. It's all right, Mr. Leon. Thank you very much, Mr. Leon, for that beautiful address. So, I hope if we were not inspired previously before this address, I hope we are now inspired to even want to learn more, to take whatever has been learned during the course of the fellowship to impact our immediate society as best as we know how to with the skills that we have. As our tagline at Face of Liberty is using individual creativity to what? Measure. Using individual creativity to do what?
Improve humanity.
Exactly. Using individual creativity to improve humanity. That is our tagline. So whatever skill sets you have, you take it together, you add it together with whatever knowledge you're able to get from here and use it to improve your immediate society. That is the goal. That is our the outcome we are hoping for. So thank you very much, Mr. Leon. Moving on from that, I would now be discussing with us one key thing, that is the I'll now be discussing with us the program overview and the expectations that you can have as a fellow. So before I go on, I would want to ask everyone, how many of you were able to go over the fellow handbook that I created, that I shared with you guys via the email? By the way, I'm the Ahmed that has been sending you email. How many of you were able to go over my email? Please, the show of hands would be nice. I can be Ahmed. Thank you very much. Who else? Just raise your hand. It's fine. You don't have to speak. Hey, so I was wasting my time when I sent those emails because you were not going to read it. This is so sad, though. Okay, Saka Abibo Kwemi went through the email. Who else? Sadia went through the email. Nelson Marco, Doris Olela. All right, great. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate you going over the email. And if the email, the document says it all, this fellowship program, it's designed to equip us with knowledge, skills, and networks to become advocates of economic freedoms and economic freedom and free market principles. And sometimes we think that advocates are those that carry speakers and mic and go to every corner and preach to people to say that this is what you should do, this is the free market, this is how the free market works. But no, that's not what. Amit, you can put your hand down now. Thank you very much. You have been recognized. So this is not all advocacy. This is not all what advocacy is about. Advocacy starts from the things that we do, the things we do, the way we communicate with people, not necessarily organizing programs to say, okay, this is what we have to teach about the free market principles. It's the conversations we have with people, the things we do personally. If the things we do personally, the principles, if we're able to stick to the principles of the free market by saying, okay, free market advocates for, say, we're able to stick to the principles of free market by doing the going by what the free market says, to say that we don't have to rely on government for all of the things that we need by starting businesses, creating job opportunities, taking advantage of the economy, pushing for policy change, and quite a number of stuff. We are in a way or the other changing, creating change. So, for example, now some people might know. I heard somebody call himself a counselor. Maybe he's a local counselor in his jurisdiction. The politics. Preta says she likes politics. Maybe Preta knows someone in politics and she doesn't know so much about the free market. So, not take advantage of our current of our relationship with the politician to say, okay, to effect change. But now that she's a part of the free market fellowship, she has learned something, she has acquired some knowledge that would enable her to say, okay, I think this is the free market. I think this is for things to be better for us. We have to do things this way, do things. You advocate for policies using the network or the relationship you already have in parliament, or maybe for that person that is a councillor, it takes the knowledge of the free market that they currently have, and use it to the advantage to say that to effect change in its own immediate community. It's not really just about going about to preach about the free market, but it's about the little things we do with the skills we have, the networks we have, the networks and relationships that we have, and the skills that we have as well. So that is basically what is expected of you. At the end of the program, you take the knowledge that you have acquired here, take advantage of the knowledge you have acquired here, and use that with the skill that you currently have to effect change in your immediate society. And the objectives that we have that we hope that for you to achieve at the end of this program is firstly to have a very comprehensive understanding of the free market principles, and all right, so this thing. So we are also going to help you. You are going to take a course on advancing and advocacy skills. You're going to take we would have someone take us on that. We're going to also help you. Also, that at the end of this training, at the end of this fellowship, you would have an enhanced advocacy skill. We also hope that at the end of this training, you would have been able to network with individuals from this cohort. Also, you would have learned the art of networking, so you can connect with people in all walk of life to effect changes through this relationship. Then, the last but not the least, and the bottom of all is the last but not the least, is to cultivate future change agents, to make you guys future change agents. So at the end of this all, we are very hopeful that you, each and every one of you that are participants. So please give me a minute. At the end of this training and fellowship, we hope that each and every one of you that are participants of this fellowship would start to effect change in their immediate society if they are not already effecting change. And what are the things to expect? Mr. Leon said Mr. Leon said something about, we're going to have thought-provoking discussions. You are free to challenge the status quo if you do not agree with something that has been said, to ask questions if you don't understand things. But that is not all. I think he didn't tell you that this training is also going to be very intensive. You're going to have weekly assignments. Aside the capstone project that you're going to be doing at the end of the whole training, you're going to be weekly assignments. We're going to have book reviews. We're going to be reviewing like about 4 books, I think, or 3 books, 3 to 4 books. And also we're going to encourage you to continue to read. But during the course of the program, we're going to be reviewing between 3 to 4 books. And we expect that everyone will participate as well. And fun thing is, you get to read the book and tell us what you think the book says from your own understanding, and we get to have a discussion about this over the call. The books that we're going to be reviewing are going to be shared with you by Meshra at the end of this call. And what are the things that you probably need? So I would expect that we are all very attentive to the message on the call. I've noticed that we don't really react to messages on the group. This is we expect that everybody is we are very responsive on the call, and for us to be able to network we have to communicate this. And if we're not responsive on the group or on the calls or meetings that we have, then at the end of the day, we are unable to network. So first things first, we have to be responsive to messages on the group. If you have something that is bothering you that you want to have conversations about, we expect that you put it across on the group as well. We can have conversations on the group. The group is open for everyone to send a message. And if you see important notifications from either myself or Meshwa, it's expected that you respond to these messages and they respond to acknowledge these messages. You need to add the Zoom application, which obviously you already have this meeting. Your internet connection, you have to have impeccable internet connection so that you don't get interrupted in between classes or book reviews. Unfortunately, I did have such a great internet speed, so I've been kicked out of this meeting quite a couple of times. Apologies for that. It's not going to happen again. So I think pretty much that's about it. We need active participation. Then one other important thing that I have not mentioned is that we are going to take attendance for every classes. And your attendance is a determinant of whether you get to graduate from the fellowship or not. So each attendance is very important. You must attend all classes and book reviews. So I think this goes without saying that we have to maintain a level of respect for each other. If we are networking, let's keep it very cordial and very professional and not let's keep it cordial and professional. I think that's about that. And then when we say 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. There's something called Nigerian time or African time. We don't want African time here. If you say it's 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. Quite a lot of you were joining us 10:30. We had the meeting scheduled for 10 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock we only have five of you here. Please and please, let's maintain our schedule so that we can finish on time whatever we have set out to do. We're saying we're spending 2 hours. We always try as much as possible to spend that same 2 hours that we are scheduled to spend. We don't go beyond 2 hours, and maybe we can go less than 2 hours. But please and please, let's stick to schedule so that you can help us. Let's join the meetings on time so you can help us join the meeting. So you can help us stick to schedule. So I think that's about that. And if you go over the schedule, the handbook, you'll see that we're going to be, after this week for orientation week, we're going to be having our meetings on every Friday and Saturday for the next 6 weeks. And our meetings are going to happen from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. GMT +1 or West African time, whichever one you're able to calculate to. In simple words, Nigerian time. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Please convert that to your own time zone and ensure that you are on time. We're going to be looking at the introduction to free market principle, economics and principles. We're going to be looking at entrepreneurship, innovation, and economic growth. We're going to be looking at policy advocacy and market-based solutions. We're going to be looking at leadership ethics and coalition building. We're going to be looking at media communication and advocacy. And we're going to do book review. So it's going to be a very intensive one and very long one. We'll have very interesting conversations. I look forward to hearing your ideas and I look forward to hearing your ideas. If you have any points or concerns about it, your first point of contact is Esther Popola. I think it's Esther, but I call her Meshwa. So your first point of contact is Esther. If I cannot solve your problem, then you come to me. There's no problem that you have in this solution that I cannot solve. But Esther is your first point of contact, and she will be very much in contact with you on the group. She's always going to be there on the group. Any message you ask, any questions you ask, she's always going to respond to. Thank you very much for listening to my TED Talk. I've not had the opportunity to give one yet. Hopefully I have one in the future. And without further ado, I will be introducing our special guest to come and give us a short talk. He has been complaining that he wants to travel. He wants to get on the way. And just briefly, he was supposed to be traveling today, but unfortunately, fortunately for us, when I called late last night, I had to have reached out to him quite a long time ago, but I wasn't able to reach out to him. I reached out to him late last night. I said, will you be available? He said, most definitely, anything for you and for Face of Liberty. And that is to say, well, let's hear from him. Essence is one of our previous fellows from the second cohort last year. and he has gone on to do so many things from after the court, using the knowledge that he has acquired through Face of Liberty, has allowed him to give us a bit of insight, firstly to introduce himself, give us a bit of insight onto on what the fellowship is about and how intensive it can get, and what you can hope to expect at the end of during the fellowship, and thirdly, what he is currently doing now after the fellowship, and how the knowledge he has acquired from the fellowship has helped him to do these things that he's currently doing. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a warm welcome, a big round of applause to Rest Essence, literally Rest Essence. Rest, please, the mic is
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Please confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your face as well. You're very handsome face.
Thank you very much. And please pardon any noise that you might hear on the background. Like Ahmed said, I'm supposed to be traveling in a number of minutes, but I had to ensure that I do this. But I would not even get into anything without saying a very big thank you. Sorry, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you're joining from. I want to say a really, really big thank you to my Oga on this call. He's smiling already. You know, every time I get to listen to Mr. Leonard talk, I'm reminded of Martin Luther King. Does anyone know Martin Luther King? I presume a number of us know Martin Luther. You know, Martin Luther has this rhythmic pattern to how he talks. I have a dream. And when I hear Mr. Leonard talk, I'm usually always reminded of that. I was listening to him give the opening speech and I was envious. I don't know if Esther can agree to that. Esther, good morning. It's nice to see you. I call you Meshra. See her face. Meshra, good morning. Ahmed, good morning as well. When I heard Mr. Leonard give his introductory speech, and I heard him say he wrote something for the first time, I felt so jealous of you people because in our own sets, Mr. Leon did not write introductory speech for us. Mr. Leon came here, gave speech, and I'm like, if it was this speech I had in our court, I would have done 2 times what I'm doing right now. Because to be very honest, the speech I had him give this morning, I don't think I ever had it anywhere else. And it's more than enough to inspire anyone and everyone on this call. My name is Rest Essence. I'm proudly, when I say proudly, I mean proudly. I'm a very proud fellow of the Free Market Fellowship. I joined last year. And the reason I joined, I had one reason for joining. I read in the in-chat message earlier, I saw someone say, fun fact about them is they love politics. I want to be like you when I grow up. I really want to be like you when I grow up. Because I was the opposite when I was coming to the Free Market Fellowship. I hated everything about politics. I hated everything about business. I just really was not interested. I don't say this enough. I say it every time. I was not interested because my name is Rest. And literally those places sound like the headquarters of stress, like politics, business. It just sounds like where you get the most of the stress. And then I got to Free Market Fellowship. I saw the application. A friend sent it to me actually and said, Rest, you've been doing something, building a startup. This might be something you want to look into. And I'm like, okay, I mean, it does not hurt to try. I applied and then I got in. And in my head, I was thinking it was going to be one of those. I mean, I've been in a number of fellowships in the past. I've been in a number of incubators, you name it, in the past. And in my head, I thought it was going to be one of those ones that, I mean, let's just do it and get it over with. Little did I know that Face of Liberty had a twist coming up. I got to meet, I think this is the part where I brag, our own cohort brag. I don't know if this is going to be physical later on, but we had a physical meeting where we actually got to meet the amazing Mr. Leon. I got to meet Ahmed in person. I got to meet Meshra as well. She was also in my cohort. And everything changed at that moment. And when I say change, this is what I mean. The very guy that hated politics, the very guy that hated business, stepped out of the Big Brother house. We called it the Big Brother house. I stepped out of the Big Brother house a completely different person. I no longer hated politics. Maybe I still do to a certain extent, maybe just this tiny bit. But to a very large extent, it changed for me. The learnings I got from the Free Market Fellowship, from joining the Big Brother house, something just broke on the inside of me, and everything changed. I got more interested in what are we even talking about. I got to realize that there are a lot of things I misunderstood. There were a lot of things that have been misconstrued. And I say this, one of the things that has the most bad PR in my life that I have seen is possibly politics. It's possibly anything that has to do with the concept of the free market. And then I go into the Big Brother house, and we had this highlight of sessions, a number of them that Ahmed mentioned that you are going to go through. And then it started with a book review session. And then from a book review to getting to hear from so many teachers, to getting to hear from so many seasoned speakers, and also the experience we got. So for me, joining the Free Markets Fellowship was by chance one of the best decisions I made last year. It was possibly one of the best things I decided to apply for. And this is something I want to say to the new fellows. I feel like a senior right now, like a senior fellow. I feel like I'm your senior right now. but on a more serious note, if you think that, because I sat in that shoe, if you think that this is going to be one of those fellowships, this is going to be one of those training sessions that you've possibly done in the past, I tell you for free right now, it is not. I'm not paid to do this. So of course, I'm not coming to sweet talk you people. I'm telling you the truth as it is. One of the biggest highlights for me was getting to the Big Brother house. And there was a system they put in place. I always say this, and I will still say it, because I saw intentionality at its finest. The people at the Free Market Fellowship are intentional. They are particular about you growing. Mr. Leon said everybody can be great. And I have seen them do that, not just say it. I've seen them do it. So for many that do not know, I work in a sector that is almost, Mr. Leon can back me up on this, maybe one of the very first sectors is not really so penetrated yet in terms of the concept of and the ideologies of the free market. I work in the health sector. I work in the health space, mental health specifically. So I lead campus cares. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce, first of, the mortality that's coming from suicide. Today, you hear somebody took their own life. Tomorrow, you hear another person took their own life. And policies in Nigeria is not even helping at all. I live in a country where if you attempt suicide and you do not die, you can be jailed for it. You can be prosecuted for it. So suicide is criminalized in the country where I come from. But the understanding I took from the Free Markets Fellowship, till this day, I run with it. I don't think I've ever been bold enough to confront policies. I don't think I've ever been bold enough to challenge status quo. I don't think I've been bold enough to challenge ideologies because, guys, my name is Rest. Anything that is anti-rest, I run from it. But then I joined the Free Markets Fellowship and I got empowered. And so I was talking about intentionality. The very first thing, I don't know if you are going to do it in your sets. Maybe when I say it now, Ahmed will think about doing it. We had something called a head of house system. And I was thinking, why have a head of house system? Every single thing was like moving the domino in the right direction. It was a step in the right direction. They didn't just give us theoretical knowledge of leadership, of free market, of advocacy. They empowered us to practically do it. So I was the head of house. I had my assistant head of house. And I watched as they watched us coordinate ourselves. Because to be very honest, if you want to change the world, if you want to lead, and you can't even lead yourself, what are you leading? It starts from the point of personal leadership, right? And Free Markets Fellowship understood that to the dot. They understood the importance of that. to the point that they implemented the head of our system. We started coordinating ourselves before they now came with the load of, those books were mind-blowing, right? We had to review ourselves. You people have not seen Taskmaster. Wait till Ahmed is done with you people. Ahmed will stretch you, and it's a good thing. It's possibly one of the best things you would get. The stretching that comes from Ahmed. Ahmed is one person that I really like how we reiterated on. We don't do the African time yet, the Nigerian time. Ahmed would tell us that we have to get up by 6 a.m. And Ahmed is already up. I mean, he doesn't even sleep in the first. Nobody here sleeps anyway. Ahmed is already up at 5. Ahmed has sent me a text at 5:30 head of house. You remember these people should be up by 6. And I'm like, Ahmed, we still have 30 minutes. Leave us alone, right? But all those little things that we were getting from them till this date has gone on to positively impact what I now do. I remember when I joined the Free Market Fellowship, Mr. Leon highlighted a few of us to come speak at the event that held physically last year. And almost about the same time, I was telling Mr. Leon as well, I got an invitation from the African Union, almost about the same time. Things I've been prepared for helped me to go on to do things I did there. And right from that time, I can go on to count a number of invitations that have come after that. I've gotten invited by the Africa CDC to Cairo. I've gotten invited by Young African Leadership Institute, Ghana. All of these things that have happened, I always attribute, I will continue to attribute to the fact that I had a lot to learn from the Free Market Fellowship that has gone on to positively impact what I now do. I remember just a week ago, Mr. Leon sent me a random message, said, you're doing so well. So what's the next step? And I'm like, what do you mean what's the next step? I thought we were done with your fellowship. Why are you still in my DM? Why are you asking me what the next step is? That just goes on to show, and I'm not even saying this to praise them. If they paid me now, maybe I would praise them. But they did not pay me. So I'm letting you know that I'm speaking from the heart, right? Because that meant a lot to me. He said, the Face of Liberty Institute is going to support with the next thing you're going to do. And that for me shows the intentionality of the Face of Liberty, which I'm really grateful to be a part of. And so to cut my long story short, because I really need to move really soon, to the new fellows, I say congratulations to you. And I say congratulations because indeed it's something to be congratulated about. You are in for a ride. You are in for a transformational journey. Wait till Mr. Leon starts engaging with people on the principles of free markets. Wait till Ahmed starts your book review session. Wait till Meshwa starts following you people up. And then you start to ask yourself, I'm sorry, did I not just sign up for economics? Did I not just sign up for business? Did I not just sign up for entrepreneurship? And then you realize that it's all encompassing. I mean, it's Face of Liberty. They called you for free market. So of course, that's what they are going to market to you. But what you do not know is on the back end, on the background is you're not just going to learn the principles of free markets. You're going to become a better person. You're going to become a better leader. And yes, I tell you for a fact, when you leave this place, if something does not change, if you don't start doing things that seem bigger than you, I promise you it's not a Face of Liberty, it's on you. So if there is one advice I'm going to leave as a fellow, it's that please take this as serious as you can. Make this your next priority. Make it like, think of it as eating the jackpot and following your jackpot up until you milk it till you can get no more from it. Because I tell you, Face of Liberty is ready to support you. They are ready to take you to the ends of the earth. They are ready to put your name where you don't even think your name would get to. So yes, I don't know if there's any other thing I want to add to that. I just want to say one more time to you people, congratulations, you're in for a glorious ride. And like Martin Luther King on our call has said to you people today, you're going to be great. Not just a word of mouth, but a commitment they are really committed to. As long as you're willing to put in the work, they have already put in the work. They will continue to put in the work. And I absolutely cannot wait, like Mr. Leon said, in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year. I lead Campus Cares, like I said. And just so you're not surprised, I don't think we're over a year old yet. And what I have learned from the Free Market Fellowship, we've done. I remember. Sorry, this is the last thing I'll say. I remember last year there was a Face of Liberty award, right? And I was nominated, and I saw what other nominees had done, and that gave me perspective. The impact, as much as impact is not really in numbers per se, numbers count. And just that little insight I got changed the approach of how we went about mental health advocacy. We were focused on one university when we started. I speak to you today proud to tell you that we've expanded to more than 5 universities. And how did we do that? Just one insight I got from Face of Liberty. I mean, I also had other things that supported that, but inside learnings I have picked from the Face of Liberty has positioned my startup in such a way that we're slowly becoming an household name. Just 2 days ago, if you're in Nigeria, you know Tech Cabal. Tech Cabal reached out to us for an interview. I'm still going to share with Mr. Leon actually, and I was surprised that little insight, or what I called little, from the Face of Liberty, what I learned from them has gone on to transform what we now do. So once again, congratulations. You've come into something that will change you if you allow it to change you. So my plea to you is, please allow it to change you. If they call for classes, please go. I promise you, just go. You have books to read them. You don't, little seeds that are planted will go on to forever change your life. So thank you very, very much once again. My name is Rest Essence. Thank you so much, Mr. Leonard. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Meshra. Thank you, Face of Liberty. I'm proud to be a fellow. I'll always see it everywhere. And bye, everyone.
Thank you very much, Rest Essence. I think we should applaud him for a bit. Thank you very much, Rest Essence. Rest was just supposed to come and encourage you guys to attend classes and to read your books. He has done beyond that. He has done more than that. He has sang Mr. Leon's praise, sang Face of Liberty praise, and most definitely, we are very humbled that we could be a little, we have played a little part in this journey towards greatness. And we are hoping that from amongst us today, or even for all of us here today, we would be able to play a little part in your journey towards greatness and towards making Africa a better place to live in, and a place where we as individuals and people that and our friends and family members can succeed in. So thank you very much, Rest Essence, for that beautiful talk. What's next on our agenda? Let me check. After Rest Essence, what's next? Okay, give me a minute, please. All right. So one other thing I want to talk to us about is goal setting and accountability plan. I think before the start of the project, I think when we filled our fellowship form, one question was asked: what are the 3 things you hope to achieve at the end of or you hope to understand at the end of this project? And that question is really important because you have to, if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going to. You just take everything at face value. So it's important, even not to us, but to yourself personally. So I want you to, at the end of this meeting, I want you to go down and write down, what do you hope to achieve? What do you really hope to achieve? I know for some of us, because I've filled quite a number of forms in my own lifetime as well. And in some cases, when they've asked me questions, I've just generically put something, or even went to ChatGPT to generate something for me and put it in. That is probably what you did, and maybe not what you did, but that's most likely what some of us did. Let's now go back and be really honest with ourselves if we are really looking to make progress or to get impacted positively. Let's go back and write down, what do I hope to achieve at the end of this program? And you'll be getting a post-fellowship survey form to fill out as well. So you let us know, have you been able to achieve? And this insight is not just for you, but for us as well, and for the coming fellows that are going to be in future cohorts. Tell us to say that, for the fellows that are coming in future cohorts, to say that, what have we done right in this cohort? what are we supposed to do right? Have you seen that, oh, we don't do right, that you think we can do better? This is what the post-fellowship survey form is supposed to be. And this serves as not just a it doesn't just serve as maybe a goal for it serves as a goal for yourself. It does not just serve as saying, oh, I'm writing what I hope to achieve, but it serves like setting a goal for yourself to say that this is what I hope to achieve. If you don't feel fulfilled at the end of the project, at the end of the fellowship, then you feel justified to say, oh, Face of Liberty, I hoped to have learned this before the end of the fellowship, but I was unable to learn this. This was what I was able to learn, and I was unable to learn this. Then it helps us shape ourselves for the coming forwards. And I'll give a literal example of how we have evolved over the years. Mr. Leon said we started last year. When we started last year, we had just 10 applicants. Out of the 10 applicants, we had 6 people that participated, 2 virtual, 4 in person. And out of that 2 virtual, 4 in person, the 2 virtual dropped out one time or the other. Out of that in person, I think 1 person dropped out as well. We have to reevaluate ourselves to say, what have we done right and what have we done wrong? We took feedback and we incorporated the feedback and we moved that on to the second cohort. Second cohort, beautifully, we had about 10 people. We had about more than 15 people that were supposed to participate. Out of that 15, I think 8 of them participated with us, and 8 of them were fully participating with us till the end of the cohort. And we knew we had done something right, but we still have to evaluate ourselves to say, what else can we do to make this even better than it currently is? And that is when we had the last cohort that we were able to get at least, I think, up to 20 of them. We had, I think, for something participants, and out of that for something participants, 20 of them completed their capstone project. And if that is not growth, I don't know what that is. But that is just evaluating for every move you make, you evaluate to see what you have done right or what you have done wrong, and you adjust. And even now, there are some things that we're currently doing now that we didn't do in the last 3 cohorts. And there are some things that we are not doing now that we are probably going to do in the next 3-4 cohorts. So it's just about reevaluating, trying to understand what you're doing better. And we don't just apply this as an organization, but we apply this to ourselves as well. We set goals for ourselves. We try to evaluate those goals and what we've been able to achieve, and try to set even more goals for ourselves and try to do things better than the way we did it previously. So I hope this should help you. If we are being honest with ourselves, let's go and honestly evaluate. Let's go back and honestly think about what we hope to achieve and use it as what do they call this now? As a yardstick towards what we are going to get at the end of the project. So you reevaluate yourself, and even if you're not able to learn all of these things on this call, I can guarantee that whatever you're going to learn on this call is going to increase your appetite for wanting to learn more about the free market principle. So it lets you know what you still have to learn, and it allows you to be able to see opportunities that provide these things and allows you to learn it as well. Thank you very much. It has been really amazing getting to meet each and every one of you. Victoria was supposed to give our closing remarks, but she's not here. I'm just going to take Q&A. Anybody that has any questions for us? If there are no questions, if you have any questions for us, please ask your question. Now is the time to ask a question. Just raise your hand. I'm going to call on you. If you have any question at all. No question is stupid. No question is foolish. Every question is reasonable. We are open to answering your question. So raise your hand if you have any questions. I can see someone already asked in the group that on the in-chat message that are they allowed to ask questions? Well, here is the time to ask questions. I don't think he's even on the okay, he's on the phone. Okunade Kehinde, here is the time to ask questions. Anybody that asks questions, I'm open to listening to your questions. Answering your question rather. No questions. Okunade Kehinde, you asked.
Okay,
that you wanted to
Ahmed,
Yeah.
on the group, Mary Joyce Takali from Uganda says, is the physical training only for Nigerians? Not only for Nigerians. And I wanted to make mention of these after the question has been asked. We are going to be having 2 physical sessions this year, at least for now. as much as funding permits, we will do more. But we have 2 physical sessions already being prepared. We will have in Kenya in the month of July, basically last week of the month of July, between 21 and 30th of July. There's going to be a physical session in Kenya. Then in Ghana, there's going to be another physical session in Ghana between the space of 18 and 25. 18 to 25 of August in Ghana. So those are the ones that we have physically for now. And for those that are in Nigeria, we are planning on working on a meet and greet, probably for next week, Saturday. We are still working on that because the current cohort, their graduation is on the Saturday. So hopefully we have everything in check and we can have you guys join them for those that are available to join them in Lagos on 31st of May. I think that answers your question. But if opportunity permits us and we have the funding, Uganda is where we would love to come. I've been in Uganda twice for the Africa Liberty Camp, and I will have come again this year, but there are other things that needs to be attended to, especially this fellowship. So instead of flying around, let's use the money to do something good. So yeah. I hope that.
All right, I hope that answers your question, Mary Joyce. I think we have one hand up. That is, Mary Joyce said she's going to be in Kenya around that time as well. So
thanks.
Bring it on. We look forward to seeing you. So I think we have Sandile Donald Masakane. Hey, I probably have more than.
Yeah, the pronunciation is Masakane.
Masakane. Okay, that's great.
Yes, sir. So I was asking, do you guys going to pay for the travel fees? Because I'm from South Africa, so I don't know if I have to pay for the travel fees to come to the event or the sessions that the guy talking about.
Well, this fellowship is going to be virtual, so there are no move arounds. You just have to join with a laptop and Zoom. You don't have to move anywhere. But in the case where there's an in-person event, if there's an in-person fellowship in your country, we're going to invite you to be a part of it. So say we are coming to South Africa this year, like Mr. Leon earlier mentioned, we're going to Kenya and we're going to be in Ghana as well. And we don't know what will happen down the line. Most of
I was asking about those 2 sessions. If you will pay for us to attend,
Donald.
Okay, Mr. Leon.
Donald, good morning. We don't have the fundings available to take care of travels. As we all know, intra-African travel is very, very expensive. So we don't have access to that right now. Yeah, we're hoping that we are going to get to that point, but as of right now, we don't. So we only have Ghana and Kenya scheduled for this summer. If anything changed, then we can take it off from there. And apart from that, South Africa, we would have loved to come to South Africa, but South Africa and Nigeria, when it comes to visa, is something else. So, that's it.
Okay, I understand. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
You're
sir.
welcome. But you are more than welcome to come around for any of the classes if you have the funding needed to do that.
Okay,
so much
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okwade.
Okay, so thank you so much. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask, this fellowship is going to last for how many months? Is it a year? I want to clarify that part.
Okay, so the training, as it were, will last for about 8 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks each. You are going to have 6 weeks. Hold on. You are going to have 6 weeks of back-to-back training. Then you have extra 2 weeks to finalize your capstone project, making it a total of 8. It's 6 weeks for training, 2 weeks to finalize your capstone, making it 8 weeks. And now we expect you to run your capstone project, the real life events. Top three of the capstone are going to be picked, and we will try as much as possible to do the support that we could do to actualize this project. You will have opportunity to pick from 50 different capstone topics that cut across 6 different spaces. Then after that, it's going to last you for a year. You will be a fellow of the Free Market Fellowship for 1 year. You can continue to be a fellow if you still meet the criteria of being a fellow. Those are going to be shared with you in the document that will be shared with you afterwards. Does that answer your question? Kind of.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, thank you so much. It answers. Yeah. So
yeah.
So when we are done, are we going to give a certificate of completion?
Yes. When you're done, you are going to have a certificate of completion. And to a larger extent, we are also going to be adding a top to it. This is not financial, but you are going to have certificate of completion and something else added to it. Keep your fingers crossed. That is a secret.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Do we have any other question? Okay, Ahmed, back to you.
All right. This has been a very interesting one. It has been very amazing getting to meet each and every one of you. So I think we have just one more thing to do. And I'll require everyone to turn on their camera again for this. We need to take a picture for the gram, please. What would we have done if we had come here and we don't show people that we were here? Nobody knows we were here. So please turn on your camera. Let's take a picture for the gram. Then we can call it a day. Mine is on. I'm waiting for you guys. All right,
My brother,
Nelson,
I have
see
a
you.
question before we leave the session. I don't know. Can I ask that question?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Just a minute. I'm looking at my emails right now. There's an organization that I want to ask about it. It's called, just hold on a second. I'm sorry. Okay. It's part of Commonwealth, but I'm not sure about it. It's called the African and the Pacific Certified Entrepreneurs. Do you know that organization in Kenya?
Yes, we do. We know them. We've not had anything to do with them recently, but we are hoping to get connected to them soon.
Okay, so because I got the email from them that says my proposal was, so I qualified to have an access to $1 million US. Are not they lying to me or something? Yo, I'm scared. You know, like $1 million US is something else. Like, you know, guys, when you're an African and a poor, you know, so I'm communicating with them. So I don't know.
We don't know anything about the money they are currently talking about. Like I said, we know they exist, but we've not had anything to do with them yet because we've not vetted them enough to be sure that they're kind of organization that we can partner with. The kind of organization we are currently working with in Kenya.
That company, that's what you're saying. It exists, that company.
It exists.
African and the Pacific Certified Entrepreneurs, because I gotta pay them more than $6,000 US, you know, to get that accreditation.
Before you make the payment, look well, make your research. You see, Doris Olela is in Kenya, and she's very well versed with Kenya landscape. Talk to Doris. If Doris says they are legit, then they are legit. Trust me. I met Doris in 2023 in Uganda, or 2023 in Uganda. So I know what Doris is capable of doing. Look for Doris on the WhatsApp group and talk to Doris about them. If she tells you, go ahead, and you have what it takes to go ahead, please feel free to go ahead. But if she tells you, don't do it, please don't do it.
Okay, can you kindly send me her contact details, email address, WhatsApp?
Doris, please, let me look for Donald. Look for Donald on the group and reach out to her. Doris will reach out to you. Yeah, Doris will reach out to you. Yes, Doris will reach out to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Because before I make this payment, I have to verify, you know. So this program is like I got like the people who can support me, you know, before I make the decisions. Having tools, you know.
All right. It's all right. Doris is going to reach out to you, and we're going to take it up from there. Okay, Agai,
thank you.
Agai said, what is the project going to be like? I mean, the project with the student need to work on. Don't worry, Agai. There is enough, more than enough. We have 50 topics. Just pick one. Think of it as your project in school, but this time around, it's a project that fits your passion, that fits your drive, and something you want to bring out to life. Think of it as your own little way of changing the world, starting from your community. So let's take the picture or the video as it were. Okay, someone is raising out. Yeah. Okwade.
Okay. Do we get funding for the project?
After you submitted your proposal, the capstone project, the top 3 selected will be supported to actualize their project. So put your best in it, and maybe just can be part of the top 3. Does that work?
So, okay, so other top 3 are not select. Okay, other top 3 are not selected. We don't have to do this. We have to do it from the existing.
So those that are not part of the top 3, which everybody should strive to be, would have the opportunity of fundraising for their project. That is where there's the part we are going to support them on. We will support you to fundraise, teach you how to fundraise and get the money. Introduce you to people that could help you actualize the project. Like I said, like I think I mentioned it before, Face of Liberty is not a funding organization. As a matter of fact, we are also even still looking for funding for this project. Atlas Network that you see on the graphics that funded this project just gave us a matching grant offer of $5,000. Raise $5,000, we will give you $5,000. That is the kind of funding we are looking for so that we can take the physical class to more places. If we have that funding, nothing stopped us from coming to South Africa. Nothing stopped us from coming to Uganda. Nothing stopped us from going to Benin Republic. Like I mentioned before, we have 19 countries that the applicant of the fellowship are already in. Nothing stopped us from going to any of those countries. You see? So, but we don't have the funding. And when there is no funding, there is little we can do. But what we're currently doing right now is fund the top 3, plant the idea in the mind of people, and we'll take it up from that. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So please, can we all turn on our video? I want us to do I want to take a video, like not picture. I want to take a video of just wave your hand. I want to show to the world that we are here and just keep waving. I'm recording. All right, so Mesha, wave. So you're going to see all yourself on the LinkedIn platform or on our social media platform waving at everybody. All right, thank you. Ahmed, back to you.
All right, thanks everyone for joining. Let's keep the chat community very live, the WhatsApp chat very live. If you have any questions, more questions, go on the WhatsApp chat. If you have something you want to discuss with your peers, go on the WhatsApp chat. Whatever you want to discuss on the WhatsApp chat. No advertisements, no bring money, nothing. Don't do any form of advertisement on the WhatsApp chat. just pure conversation and very educative and very insightful conversation. Try to have conversations around things that are very that would pick that piques your peers' interest. I can tell for a fact that we now know some of the things that we have been able to identify some people that we would possibly want to connect with, and we can always connect with them on the WhatsApp chat. And please always permission before going in their personal chats so that we are all very respectful of each other. Thank you so much. It has been really nice getting to meet you, and I look forward to the next couple of weeks of learning. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye bye.